Have you tried all of the new things?
Princess Bear, we're at EPCOT because it's time for
the Festival of the Holidays.
The Festival of Bear Holidays, because it's all about me eating all the foods that she won't touch. Because your number one choice of foodie infotainment, she's vegan.
Yep.
I'm not.
Nope.
I'm going to eat the food. She's going to hold the camera.
It's time to foodie and chill.
So, Spaceship Earth, the gingerbread version returns, and with it you get 2 Spaceship Earth style cookies. This one is a salted caramel Spaceship Earth cookie, so you have that traditional shape of the golf ball, aka the slow I'm gonna take a nap ride, aka the AC brake, aka don't stand underneath it when it rains because it leaks, aka it should have been refurbed 6 years ago, aka I love Dame Judi Dench, but it's time for that ride to get renewed. Until then, I'm eating cookies. Salted caramel cookies. Yes, even when it comes to Spaceship Earth, our old girl, I do start with the feet. That is actually a very tasty cookie. I love the salted caramel. It's actually not too intense, so I was afraid it was going to be. It's a nice decorated cookie. Sugar on top is a nice touch. Got a little crunch to it, but it's still very much a cookie. Give that 4.25 out of 5 claws. This looks like a plain Jane cookie, but this is actually your second Spaceship Earth cookie. This is their prototype cookie. Our friend Dave with the culinary told us that this is actually a holographic printed chocolate. I'd recommend either taking it outside if it's sunny or putting it next to the Spaceship Earth gingerbread lights and then like move it back and forth. You can see like the holographic Spaceship Earth pattern. There's some twinkle in there, but it is a very, very pretty cookie. We do more than just looks around here. The chocolate is sharp, like a dark chocolate. The printing on it doesn't do anything to the flavor. It's just a very pretty cookie. The base is nice. It's equal parts chocolate and cookie. We're thinking about like a deconstructed chocolate chip, if you will. But you have one huge chocolate chip on top. It's tasty. I don't think it's as good as the Spaceship Earth cookie, but it's still the prettiest cookie by far. 4 out of 5 bucks. This traditional looking Christmas sprinkle cookie is the Ginger-Molasses cookie. This is a big boy. It's almost bigger than the plate. This feels like a frisbee I could throw at somebody for cutting me in line in Soarin'. Not that I would do that. I'm not wasting a cookie on somebody cutting me in line. But I would think about it. I can't tell you exactly why I love it, but I love it, okay? That nice bite, a nice soft cookie. It's given like oatmeal cookie with a little bit of ginger. You got the frosting you get from the grocery store cookies that have like way too much frosting on top. It's like more frosted than cookie. Whatever, it's the holidays, I'm celebrating. All of you, I like that. 4.5 out of 5 bucks. You have this Eggnog Trifle from the festival favorites Communicore Plaza booth. This thing looks like it should be illegal. Like I should be on the naughty list for even holding this in my hand. You have these layers of all the things in here. You have some flavored almonds up top, some like sugar-coated cranberries, some cranberry jam in there as well. This one, I know it's a parfait, but like how am I supposed to get all this thing on one bear-sized spoon? I do not know, but I'm going to try. No, I don't need it all. Just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I detect a hint of citrus something in there that I do not love. Very gingery, like the cranberry. It's not even like the whipped cream, and I hate whipped cream. It is eggnog with stuff on top. I guess that would give the eggnog parfait 3 out of 5 claws. one of our culinary friends here at EPCOT, Dave, recommended this Palais de Jamón. This is basically a Venezuelan ham roll. Now, normally they cook this thing whole and they slice it into little like loaves for like a tray, or like slices of the whole loaf. So basically on the inside though, you get the pieces of ham, olives, and there's some raisins in here. Is it a bit different? Yes, but the head chef that created this is actually Venezuelan, so this is like true to his culture, and we're excited to see something different. Honestly, don't need the fork. You can just pick it up like you would like a grocery store pinwheel. It holds together that well. I would say because of the culture, I'm always hesitant on anything that's supposed to be savory that contains raisins. Not everything needs raisins. Raisins is it's a decided choice to put that in a dish. So if you're going to put it in a dish, it better be good. This is quite tasty. I love the crispy outside of the bread. The ham has a nice like smoke, like almost like what's the word I'm looking for? Cured flavor to it. Nice and tasty. The saltiness from the olives, it comes off like a nice holiday sandwich. It can just pop. I like it. Now, obviously, because they do slice the roll, yours may look a little bit differently, but honestly, even if it looks a little bit strange, I think it's worth trying. I would give that 4.25 out of 5 claws. Traditional fries and stuff from the Refreshment port booth. I specifically didn't say the other P word because this is not the P word. The P word that I like anyway. So you have turkey, crispy onions, cranberry relish, what's supposed to be cheese curds. I don't know what the hell that is, but you know what?
Cold cheese.
That's cold cheese. Okay. And there's some gravy down here at the bottom as well, somewhere. You dip in the relish. Get nice and moist. I think often the biggest insult of the Refreshment port offerings for the festival is that Le Cille is right here. It's not like you're clear across the park. Obviously, you have your own setup here because that used to be a McDonald's fry booth, which is why they continue to serve fries in a poutine form. Poutine in heavy air quotes. It's all right. It tastes like the holidays. If you are craving, for some reason, still craving, however many days this is after Thanksgiving, some turkey with some food, you got this. But I feel like there are other items that can satisfy that craving here at the festival. This one, barely passable. 3 out of 5 claws. The maple leaf sugar cookie. If you don't know, and you're new here, or those of you who are already here already know this, I ride for my Canadians. I love my Canadians. Some of you, Canadians in the comments, have adopted me, and I take that with a great honor. So I will eat this maple leaf for them. Now it's got maple buttercream icing as well. It's like 2 sugar cookies sandwiched together, but only sugar on one of them. Well, I guess there's a little bit of sugar on the bottom.
Sugar in the cookie.
I can actually hear the O Canada in my ear as I bite through that. Feels like the great north, the best north, the best part of America. Not this America, not South America, the best America. North America, northern America. I like that. More of that. Cookies are good this year, I think. Maybe. 4.25 out of 5 claws. Here in the US of A, Turkey Day may have come and gone, but France is like, no, you're gonna eat turkey that we provide. So you have these nice slices of turkey with a mushroom gravy. There's some bacon in here, some pearl onions on the back side, sweet potatoes. This is your mini Thanksgiving dinner, or as I prefer to call it, the National American Day of Mourning, but I digress. I half expected the turkey to be as dry as some French wines. It is not. It's nice and moist. The mushroom gravy's got a nice thickness to it. The sweet potatoes, nice little side with your turkey, but it's a good turkey. I think now I'm ready for a nap. maybe one of these planters. I would give that 3.75 out of 5 claws. So you have a massive Happy Holidays macaroon. They even do it for you in the natural French, the bonfettes on top. Bonfettes? We'll go with bonfettes. That sounds closer to bonfettes. It's not Star Wars after all. This is a massive, massive macaroon. Stuffed with the filling. Nice soft top. Do it like the French do. Definitely a macaroon for the season. It's a spiced gingerbread that comes through. It's nice, flaky, light. As you expect a macaroon to be. I prefer like the miniature macaroons, the small ones. But I would still devour that. I would give that 4.25 out of 5 claws. Ginger-Roon. Yes, Ginger-Roon. Here at the L'Chaim booth this year, they have changed the black and white cookie. It's gone from the plant-based version of the black and white cookie that was before. Now it's a Mickey-shaped, non-vegan non-vegan cookie, not non-vegan plant-based, but non-vegan cookie.
It's fine.
So it's just a cookie. I don't know why it needed to be Mickey-shaped, but
it's fine.
Everybody deserves a Mickey-shaped representation.
So fine.
Yeah. You cut off the neck this time because you want equal parts black and white. Pro tip, if you want to get all the cookies but you don't want to eat them all, bring Ziploc bags. We do. Ooh. Honestly, I feel like the cookie has improved. Years past, it was like a mushy mess that just barely qualifies as a cookie. Like barely held together. This year it's a lot more firm, but not dry, so it's still like moist to the inside. And it holds together well. I didn't expect to be able to cut this without making a mess of the table, but it's actually a fairly decent cookie. I would give that 3.75 out of 5 claws.
Is it better than the vegan black and white?
I would say, personally, having tried all the vegan black and white cookies in the past, this is the better version of the cookie. I'm still sad it's not vegan, but it is better. I don't think it's because it's not vegan. I just think it's better. The stone-baked Moroccan bread that never leaves this pavilion is back at Tangierine Cafe Disney. Friends in culinary. I know. It's easy enough. You have a nice stone oven. I know bread is easy, but Jamón, not even trying it anymore. I know there's a talented chef somewhere that works in the Moroccan pavilion that probably has a better idea than a bread and 3 dips. This year, we weren't able to modify it. They said the bread does have either dairy or egg in it, so it is only vegetarian. We get the same dips as before. I think you're getting less than before. You get hummus, you get charmoula, and I believe this is what? The zug? Zug? Either way. We're not going to rehash it this year. Well, the bread feels different construction this year. A bit thicker. I'll give you that.
This is the zurg, this is the chimichurri, and then the hummus.
No charmoula this year?
Or charmoula, sorry, charmoula.
Okay. I'm just doing charmoula. Screw those other dips.
You gotta do one of each.
I don't want to do one of each. All together?
Yeah. Yeah, and then the hummus.
Princess problems.
This is the way.
Just feels messy. You could have just given me 3 charmoula, and I might have been happier.
You sat there for a while.
It's the same. The dips are the same. The bread, a little bit different this year. It's more dense and less like light and almost hollow than the years before, like the pitas they used to make. It's fine, but at the core, it's still the same stone-baked Morocco bread they've had now for 5 years almost.
The dips, yeah.
Yeah. I give it 3 out of 5 claws. It's fine. It just lacks imagination. It wouldn't be a Morocco pavilion if I didn't at least try one of the wraps. I got lamb last year, getting chicken this year. These are not new. These are the same wraps they've had. But you know what? I like chicken. I like a wrap. And it's wrapping it up like some of you should be doing during the holidays. Remember, there's 2 goals in the holidays.
Oh my gosh.
Don't take away from the population. Don't add to the population. Save that for cuffing season. Well, I guess it is technically cuffing season now. It is very onion and cucumber forward. My mouth is haunted by what used to be there. The chicken's fine. It's nice and juicy. It's well seasoned. The wrap is wrapping. The wrap's thick enough so the sauce doesn't soak through, which is good. It's a nice wrap. Now, I mistakenly said last year, but technically it was last festival. I know it feels like last year because this has been the longest year since 2020, but it was just last festival they had these. Even still, best value for your buck here at any festival because honestly, this is a big boy and it can and will fill you up. I would give it 3.25 out of 5 claws. Now I say I'm about that bun life, I mean I am in fact about that bun life. I want a bun stand here in the Japan Pavilion so bad. I'd be willing to give up the American Pavilion in a heartbeat just to have a bun stand here in the Japan Pavilion. I've seen enough of America. I need more countries. This is the strawberry bun. Now we were hoping this was going to be vegan for the princess, but this actually does have both dairy and egg in it, so not suitable for the vegan. Vegetarians, this one is for you. That's peak dessert. It's filled like a nice strawberry mousse. Not like real strawberries, but it's got like a nice deep strawberry flavor. The bun is nice and soft. It's given peak dessert. And I love strawberry, so you can trick me into one of these anytime. I love it. Give that 4 out of 5 bucks. Festival of the holidays, so yes, it is still cookie time. We have this chocolate cookie featuring Snickers. We got some Snickers and some salted caramel in here on this massive bed of chocolate cookie. You can never say more to more chocolate. I mean, you're on this channel for at least some chocolate, and me, I would hope. I love some good Snickers nougat. Snickers has to be like top 3 candy bars. I'm not gonna give it number 1 spot, but like Snickers, that's good. On top of a cookie, amazing. A little bit of salt on there just sort of like activates the rest of the chocolate. And then nougat, a top tier cookie. That's 5 out of 5 claws. That's on the Berry Necessities list. I don't want you to give me things, but if you did give me something, I would take a cookie. That cookie. But don't give me things. I don't want things. I have enough things. I'm the princess. I don't need anything else to eat. Pizza balls are closely shaped like balls. Things. I mean, they tried to be balls. With cheese. It's just sauce, cheese, and pizza dough. Never a bad time for pizza. Maybe this is my indoctrination as a Ninja Turtle. Either way, give that 3 out of 5 plus. The horrors of the Tuscany Italy Pavilion booth persists. We keep coming back to this booth, I think mostly because you guys like to see me suffer, but this is Patina Group's booth, the same one that runs Tutto Italia and Via Napoli, and every year they come out with some things. Is this holiday food? I have absolutely no idea. I highly doubt it, but you know what? I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. So you have some nice sweet sausage and then roasted peppers. I'm just going to try to get this all in one bite. The biggest, most massive piece of sausage I can get in here. Maybe. Or maybe I'll just spill it all over my finger. There we go. That's a big, bear-sized bite. I'm a natural-born hater. It's in my blood, in my bloodline specifically. There's nothing in this world that I can't hate on, while still enjoying a little bit at the same time, because nothing's really that serious. Italy has had some mixed items over the years. The sausage and pepper, honestly, it's not bad. It's really just sausages and some bread. The peppers, everything gives it a nice, like, There's a nice like layers to the flavor. The sausage isn't like candy sweet, but you can detect some sweetness a little bit more than you would on normal sausage. It's a nice quick bite. There's normally cheese on top, but I think they missed ours because we were ordering some vegan items with this. But honestly, it's not a terrible dish. Would I order it? Probably not. But if you are craving sausage and bread, well, they have the thing for you. 3.25 out of 5 claws. After avoiding this for years, I am finally trying the little cheese fondue from Germany. This is a massive bowl of bread and cheese with little accoutrements on the side. They give you the rest of the bread, little potatoes, carrots, what is that, squash underneath there. Tasty. I'm going to just take one. I'm going to stir the carrot. A little drippy drip. Cheese lovers, I'm going to get to soak up all this cheese. If I see you walking around World Showcase with a bowl with cheese left in it, we're having a problem. That's tasty cheese. Me, as you know, somebody who's lactose intolerant, not that that's ever stopped me from doing anything ever, even though it should. That's some good cheese. 4 out of 5 claws. Nice Linzner cookie, or Linzer cookie? Linzner?
Linzer.
We mispronounce this on purpose all the time. But yes, Linzner cookie. Linzer cookie with the raspberry filling in the middle, powdered sugar on top. Sandwich 2 cookies together with more filling. Worth the risk of potentially having a powdered sugar mustache. It's vacation, get messy. Just tasty cookie. It's a little dry, but the Linzer cookies are typically more dry with the powdered sugar on top. The filling sort of balances that out. It's good. 4 out of 5 claws. Spice shrimp stew from the Refreshment outpost. You have this nice sauce sea roach on top of a bed of a nice helping of jollof rice and some green onions. It's more of a sticker stew, so the shrimp comes off as like a more of a paste than liquidy. I'm curious to see if any of our other creative friends are gonna get one that's like soup instead of like this, because we've seen some different levels of consistency, like Bethany Vinton during Food and Wine. I'm going to be checking our friends to see their photos of theirs, see if there's any better, worse, or is it going to be this all season. The shrimp is a little salty and briny, with the jollof rice also being a little salty. I think it's just hair over on the salt side, like too much. The shrimp are cooked well, they're nice and moist. I love the stew. Honestly, I wish I had a little bit more of it. I would give this a 4 out of 5 claws. It's tasty, and I always hesitate on seafood during festivals, but this one honestly is not terrible. I almost always pronounce this wrong, which leaves me very embarrassed. I like to represent these cultures properly if I can. This is a char siu pork fried rice. With a nice huge chunk of the pork in here. Then you also have a Chinese sausage, egg, green onions, yellow onions, and sesame seeds. Like, look at that. Nice and brown. You got the pieces of the sausage in there. So you got like, it's like double meat fried rice. I like it. Look at that. I'm just going over the whole thing. Here's the thing. Every now and again, you get a feeling you might have been born in the wrong country. I should have been born somewhere in Asia. Let's be honest. I love Chinese food, Japanese food, Thai food, Indian food. American food is so boring. This, flavorful, the nice rice, the chunks of egg, the 2 types of onions, the juicy, fatty pork. Oh my God. More of this. This gives me vibes of my favorite duck fried rice you can get from Nine Dragons, but its own unique thing for the holidays. I would give this a 4.25 out of 5 plus. Beautiful tamale de pollo, a chicken stuffed tamale with some negro mole on top, some slivers of almonds and sesame seeds as well. I feel like this is the lump of coal that I deserve this year. If it is, I could do so much worse. Go ahead and dive in, get that corn masa goodness. Oh, no! Move it all the way down. That one's chicken filled. I'm sad. This is what happens when you're not careful with what you pick up on your fork. Moment of silence for tamales lost. I feel like Walt Disney World is going all in on definitely leaning on their Hispanic and Latin cast members for some more spicy holidays. Not saying the food is spicy, but like culture as far as that. This reminds me of the tamale that we got at California Grill. This sauce is a lot smokier and deeper, but I'm still getting holiday tamale, those seasonal flavors coming from the sliver of the almonds and the sesame seeds. It's given holidays. It's given tasty. Honestly, I was expecting much, but that is actually quite tasty and unique. I would give that a 4 out of 5 balls. Mexico Pavilion doing the holidays right with a nice festive dulce de leche churro. Now, we are never going to be the Disneyland of churros. We hope to eventually be the Disney World of churros, but I feel like, honestly, Universal could name drop the Disney, of course, but churros. If you have an issue with phallic-shaped things that shoot cream into your mouth, this may not be the churro for you, but the filling is amazing. It's definitely given dulce de leche. I like the nice crispy churro. Probably one of the best Disney churros I've ever had. I like the crispness. It was a little beat up when they gave it to us, a little crunch in the middle, but still good. Still good. I give that 4.25 out of 5 balls. I've never really caught on to the craze of the cake pop, but when they are available, we will try them. This is a red velvet holiday pop. You got the holiday sprinkles, the icing covered in green, but a red velvet underneath. Nice moist cake dipped in icing. That's basically what it is. Cake and icing on a stick. Honestly, it's probably my preferred way to eat cake. I'm not a huge cake person to begin with. It's often far too much for me. This is just the right amount of cake, and I still keep my fingers clean. It's a win-win as far as I'm concerned. And the flavor is good too. I'd give that 3.75 out of 5 plus. The infamous Disney World reindeer food. Historically, you've only been able to get this in Magic Kingdom during the holidays. Now they feel maybe a little guilty because they ignore us and everything else. They're giving it to you in EPCOT as well. So get your reindeer food here.
You can get it at Magic Kingdom all year.
All year. The reindeers really need sweets all year. Aren't they sweet enough during the holidays? So tons of popcorn, chocolate-covered pretzels, both white and dark chocolate, mini M&Ms, and multiple kinds of caramel corn. I hate popcorn with every fiber of my being. I'm going to try a chocolate-colored pretzel that hasn't been in my crack, and one piece of popcorn. The chocolate-covered pretzel has the proper amount of crunch and chocolate, moist, but not like mush, and also not too crisp or hard. The popcorn is as expected, absolutely disgusting. Popcorn is gross. That's not a hill for me to die on. That's not a hot take. I just hate popcorn. I would rather eat an entire bowl of boiled okra than eat popcorn.
Also,
that's how much I hate popcorn. Yes, and my doctor also says I should eat popcorn. Not fighting him on that one. Early ever. He always wins, most times. I would give that a 3.75 out of 5 plus. I can understand the nostalgic feel, but it's really just Christmas trail mix. I've eaten things.
We saw Bear eat all of the things. Bear, what was your favorite thing that you had?
Honestly, surprisingly enough, even to me, I think it was the Mole Negro tamale at Mexico.
Personally, I'm not a fan of the Mexico Pavilion since they stopped doing modifications, but I'll give you that one.
Yes. There's been a lot of good items this year. I've loved a lot of the cookies. The oatmeal cookie was great. The Spaceship Earth cookie was great. Even the prototype cookie was good. The cookie scroll, I think, is the best it's ever been. Though I wish they had more than one vegan cookie for the princess, but that's for another video.
Shout out to Dave, one of the festival managers. We got to see him every day that we came here, and he gave us lots of amazing recommendations. And we cannot say more amazing things for Manager Dave and Chef Tony.
Yeah, the whole culinary team here is definitely elevating the festival food game. I know that obviously year after year we're getting a lot of repeats, but the new things are getting a lot more cultural, a lot more specific. We love that. We want to see more of that. But we want to know what your favorite thing has been. Is there something in here that you've seen that's now made your list that you didn't know about before? Or something that we missed that you want to try? Let us know in the comments below. As always, if there's anything else you want to see, that will always be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, Bear will yeet himself out of EPCOT, and then you will not get any more reviews with Bear.
You heard the girl.